Hello everyone, welcome back to my new playlist SQL Mastery Beginners to the Advanced. So, first, this playlist is for a freshers who wants to find the job in a SQL. Secondly, this playlist for a college student who wants to like the build their basics in a database, or we can say in a SQL. Third is basically for the working professions, like the working professions who looking to like the transitions into a data related career, working profession transitions into a data related career, like the database job, we can say SQL job, we can say data engineering, data science, data analyst, data analyst. So this looking for a transient into data related job. This series is for those people. Now let's move on to the SQL. First, what is the SQL? SQL is nothing but structure query language. Now, what is the structure? Structures means we can see a fixed format. Format can be a CSV, like the CSV, Excel, we have like the JSON. These are the fixed format, can be anything. Second, what is the query? Query is nothing but we can say questions to get the informations, like the interviewer asked interview persons to they have any query, like the students ask the teachers any questions. This is the query, like the we can say questions to get the information, questions to get the information. Okay, information. And third, we have language. What is the language? We can see a way to communicate, like the way to communicate, like the, for example, communicate, communicate. Okay, for example, like the we have a human like they speak English or Hindi language to communicate to each other. Like the computer speaks the code language, like the SQL is the specific language humans speak to communicate with a database and do the operations. Put all this together and see, then the SQL is like we can say SQL is the language used to send the query. Query is nothing but the question. Used to send the query to or the we can say a question to a database. We send the query to a database that hold the structure data. Now new terms is arrived. What is database? Database is like, let's consider database is like a container that basically stores the data. So let's consider first, let's take the example of any bank applications. Bank, like the bank branch. Considers we have bank ICICI, ICI bank branch. Okay. Now bank branch, like they consider this as a database. Okay. In a database, we have data of home loan, we have data of we can say saving account, we have data of insurance, we have data of credit card, like the many most data we have in a single branch. And who is the owner of this specific, we can say a bank branch, we can say manager. So like the same like the we have of this branch of any specific branch, like the database is like the container basically used to store the data, as we have put together the SQL is the language used to send the query to a database that hold the structure data. Now what is the structures mean? Structure means specific format, as we have discussed. So SQL hold the data in a specific format. That specific format is nothing but table. So in SQL, data it stores into a table format. So table, what is the table? Table is the nothing but the collections of rows and a column, and the single unit, like the smallest unit of a table, like this is the smallest unit. This is the square is the smallest unit. This is the square is the smallest unit. The smallest unit is called as a cell. So now everything is clear. Like the SQL is a language used to send a query, to a database. We can say to a database that hold the data in a structure format. This is the data which is the hold into a structure format. Now basically we send the query. To send the query to a database, we use the tool which is nothing but SSMS, Microsoft SQL Management System. This tool is basically used to send the query to a database. Database considers we have sent the query, we have sent the request to a database, but database we have a manager. That manager will check the request. So in a database management system, when we send the query or the send the any request to a database, first in a bank we have a manager. So also in SQL we have a RDBMS. RDBMS. RDBMS nothing but the relational database management system. Now, what is the relational database management system? It is a software over the engine. It is a software over the engine that store the data into this container. This is the database container into a structure format. Into structure format. Now, what is the structure format? Structure format is nothing but the table. So, when any request or the any query we want to any data we want to save into a database database container, first it go through RDBMS. RDBMS is the engine or the software that stores the data or structure the data into a table format and the stores the data into a database. So first, query will send the request to RDBMS. RDBMS will fetch the data, specific data, and will send the data to a query into a specific format. And format is nothing but we can say structure format, like the structures over the table format. Now, what we have learned in the SQL? Like first, we have learned what is SQL. Second, we have learned what is database. And third, we have learned what is RDBMS. Fourth, we have learned what is table. In a next video, we will learn a database architecture and how to create a database in a SQL. If you understood what is SQL, then please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.